Pixel and I are out for a walk. We haven't done this in a little while. The last week, we've had some good amount of snow here where we live, and around here, I mean, you'll see around me, not a lot of snow. It melts pretty fast, but where we live, got about 4 inches of snow, and it doesn't melt fast. So last week our kid had he missed 3 days of school. So yeah, it was a big deal. So Pixel and I didn't get out for a walk. I thought about doing some videos at home, but I just took some pictures, shot some video of Pixel playing in the snow for the first time. That was pretty cool. You know, I lived in Minnesota. I grew up in Minnesota. I don't like snow, but it was cool to see her see snow for the first time and have fun, you know, playing around and trying to eat it and stuff. So that was cool. But yeah, other than that, it's been, you know, just hanging out, being a mid 40-year-old dad to a teenager. I do want to give a quick update on the Discord, which has been awesome, you all. I just want to apologize for not being as involved in it as I thought I was going to be or want to be, but I'm going to be better at that. I'm learning. I'm learning with you all, so please bear with me. But we have a good 25 to 30 members in there, so it's awesome. I see the conversation going, but I'll be in there trying to help facilitate more conversations. I'm going to add a gear section so we can talk about our gear, because I love photography. I love the taking of pictures and everything like that, but I also like talking about gear. I'm learning to have a healthy relationship with gear, right? Meaning I don't have to own all of the gear. I'm not going to. There's certain things I'm just never going to own, but it's okay to watch a video on, I saw this guy's video on, he went on a trip and brought a Hasselblad camera. That's pretty cool. I would love to play with a Hasselblad camera, but it's not in my budget to buy one, ever. So I think adding a gear section would be pretty cool. The other thing is just sharing more pictures in there myself, especially this weekend would have been a perfect time. All the snow pictures and all that good stuff. I need to be better at sharing it in there. But yeah, other than that, it's been quiet here on the Johnson front. I do have a big work trip / project that is supposed to happen but may not happen. So that's been honestly the biggest source of stress right now. I'm not a zenful person. I never get stressed out, but I am trying to let go and let the universe, however else you want to say it, let it take over and do what it's supposed to do. But this is a pretty big opportunity, and it's out of my hands about it not coming together. Part of me is I don't know. Hopefully I can have more to say on that here in a little bit. And obviously if this project does come to light, then I'm going to bring you all with me, and we'll talk about it. But it's going to be a fun project. I was thinking, because the sport is a work project and I'll be shooting video, and I was looking at renting a Fuji camera and things like that. I was like, you know, we've come such a long way with photography gear, cameras and lenses, and it's amazing. I remember I really got into cameras, digital cameras, around the D90, and I remember that specific camera, even though I never owned it, and I've thought about picking one. On a side note, I have thought about picking one up just to play with one, because they're pretty cheap. But I remember seeing it because the photographer, now venture capitalist, I don't know what he does, but he's an educator, Chase Jarvis, had a video out about the D90, and he showed off all the photography capabilities, and it was Nikon's first video camera. And he made this awesome YouTube video, promo video about it. And I'm sure he worked with Nikon, but they didn't know what he was doing. And then you saw Vincent Laforet come out with the videos he was doing with Canon. And so I remember that time period really being interested in photography. And then I went out and bought a Sony camera. But it's crazy how far we've come from that time. And it's not that far. Like, it's not like, we've had 50 years of video cameras. Mirrorless cameras that can shoot video. Or I guess those had mirrors in them, but you know what I mean. Interchangeable lens cameras that could shoot video. And it's crazy to think, like, now an entry-level camera, and yes, I know I shoot with the A7CR and a Fuji X-T5. I get it. It's not they're not the most entry-level camera in the world. Okay. However, entry-level cameras these days are phenomenal, right? Like, even like I've said, the X-T5 is way more camera than I need. I wish something like I think it's like the XS something. I don't know. There's a smaller version of this camera that, for me, probably would have been just fine. More than fine, to be honest. Same sensor, interchangeable lenses. I don't need the dual card slots, but all that being said, it's such a great time to be alive as a photographer, because there's so many different options, from Fuji. Someone wants to trying to rub off her gentle leader. But options from like Fuji, Canon, Sony, Nikon. I mean, like the ZF cameras look really cool. Again, I'm not going to buy one, but they look pretty cool. And we're just able to document our lives. I mean, heck, our phones take really good pictures and some really good video. So, it's crazy to think where we've come in just a short amount of time. I'm not one of these people who think you need a Leica to be a real photographer. I think Leicas, they look cool, I guess, but I have no interest in a Leica. But yeah, I'm kind of just rambling right now, but that's what I've been up to. That's what I've been thinking about. And again, I apologize for the lack of involvement in the Discord, but I will be in there a lot more. I'm going to be, helping with facilitate things and keep the conversation going. All right. Thank you as always for watching this video. If you enjoy a middle-aged man out for a walk in, I guess, still winter, with his trusty dog, who likes to talk about photography, the philosophy of photography, and photography gear, I'm your guy. All right. Thank you as always for watching this, and I'll see you next time. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.